Good afternoon, welcome to the Spare Change Challenge. We are playing another one of these double up turbos on Ignition Casino. This is a $21 buy-in, the $20 buy-in. It's the continuation. This is the third straight we've played. We started at $5, we went to the $10 buy-in, and now we're at the $20 buy-in. So we're trying to make it 3 in a row here. Actually, I just only played a few hands. It's kind of interesting because we have a guy isolating a button raise. I'm sorry, a button limp. I think shoving is a little irresponsible here. I'm not sure even calling is good. Maybe calling just to see what this player does on the flop, but not going crazy. We're going to assume this is going to be over pairs a lot to ours. Even though this guy has, we only have 3 hands, so. But I think calling and leaving myself 1400 is fine, seeing what this player does, because it's going to look really strong when I flat. It's going to be kind of hard for him to just continue without something a lot of the time. So we'll just see what happens there. He only bets 110. I expect we're going to be ahead of that sometimes, unless he has exactly pocket jack. So I'm going to flat here and expect just to be able to check it down here a lot. If he bets again, I'll just fold because I'm assuming he's just got me. It'd be pretty dumb to barrel off. I'm tempted to even bet here, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to try and check it down, keep the pot size where it is. He bets the river. It's interesting. Very small bet. It's a really interesting bet because I was expecting him to check it down with everything he would check the turn with. So unless he has like ace jack here, I could see him doing it with ace jack. It's kind of, it's a half pot bet. Do we just have to call here now? We're still going to have 1,000 chips if we call and we're wrong, which is fine. We can still come back from that. We're going to be beat here like probably 65, 70% of the time, but I think with this price, it's just crying call time, right? Oh, wow. That's a little unfortunate for us. We had the right read, and he just sucked out. I almost wish I had bet the turn now, but whatever it is, it is. We now can have a read. This guy's playing kind of weird, crazy. Isoming a hand like that. That's a little unfortunate for us. That we're supposed to win that pot like the vast majority of the time. So a little bit of bad luck, but we're still in it. We can come back from that. It just sucks to have that happen to us. But we're kind of used to that. We've been having people hit rivers and turns on us, so not a big deal. If he had bet any bigger, I probably would have folded. But yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate for us. So we'll have to definitely work a little bit harder now. But like I said, it's just low blinds right now. It's not a big deal. We can come back from that. So we'll just continue playing. If I had this read now, obviously it would just been a shove pre-flop before, but I didn't have that read, which I do now. So next time he does that and we have a hand like 8s, 9s, 10s, we're just going to shove. Not that that situation is likely to come up that often, but it could. Could very well. If he's going to play that aggressive. Right, so I'm starting a little bit late today. Yesterday was kind of hell. I drove a lot of miles, I think 550 miles or something. So it was a long day. And it's taken me kind of all day just to get everything done that I needed to get done today. I had to buy my wife an anniversary gift. Our anniversary is Sunday, 12 years. So I spent, I'm kind of lazy with that. I didn't go out. I'm kind of like just anybody nowadays. I just did a lot of online searching. And I bought a couple things on Amazon that could be delivered by Sunday. And yeah, so I'm old-fashioned in a lot of ways, but I'm kind of like technology. And yeah, so that's over with. I guess I can go ahead and tell everybody what I got her because she doesn't watch this. And nobody that watches this is going to spill the beans to her or knows her anyway. So 12th anniversary is, I don't know if anybody out there knows this or everybody knows this. If you're not married, you might not know this. Every year, supposedly there's a something attached to it, like paper or diamond or gold or every year has its own whatever you want to call it. Just depends on whether it's modern or traditional. Well, this year it's cotton or linen, and I think the modern is pearl as an alternative. So I got her. We're going to do a little bit of camping, so I got her a silk liner for her sleeping bag, and I got her some pearl earrings. So that covers 2 of those items. Linen, I was going to get her like a linen robe or something, but I just didn't see anything I liked and thought she would like. We're not big robe users anyway. So we have a couple robes from our honeymoon, but we never even used those. And kind of bought for her and me at the same time as I bought her a 4-score controller adapter for our NES. We have the original Nintendo, and it allows 4 players to play. And then I bought a couple extra controllers, and I bought a couple of games to go along with that. So we can play with me and her and 2 kids, or 3 kids and me or her. We're a family of 5, so I mean, one person is just SOL. But it's not often that everybody wants to play anyway, but it's kind of cool to be able to play 3 or 4 players. So that's it. Just kind of an assortment of different things. It's not like a 10 or a 20 or a 25 anniversary where you just have to buy someone an expensive gift or something. So I just went with that. This first hand this player's open, I imagine it's just really strong when he opens it. So we are going to fold. We're going to try and maintain this stack, try to rebuild our stack, but I have to just wait for blinds to go up to start making it worth our while to chase these blinds. Yeah, so this guy, I imagine, does not have to be strong here. This is actually a really good spot to be in if you're on these seats, just a limp shove, something like Ace 10, King Queen, pairs, because this guy is probably ISOing really wide. So at least could get him one time on that kind of move. In fact, I could probably shove really wide right there. It's good to have him on my right. It would make things really difficult were he on my left. So with our stack size the way it is, if this guy opens, we'll have to shove. Yeah, this guy's been fairly aggressive. He hasn't been opening that wide yet, but we have a read on him. I mean, if he's got 10 speed, but we got to trace this money. I mean, it's a couple hundred here. We could add back to our stack. We're ahead of his range, certainly. So we have to go after that with our stack size. If we were at 15 or 1600 chips, we probably would not do that. But we have to maintain our stack, and that is just a really good spot to do it right there. Plus EV spot. You have to still go after your fat value spots in this, especially once you. It's kind of like, I think you just have to maintain your stack, and once you have a good maintenance stack, you play like really knit tight. But once you get down a little bit low, or like not you're the shortest stack on the table or something, you have to be aggressive until you have a maintenance stack again. So I don't even know if that's like the super optimal strategy, but that's kind of what I've read in the past and kind of what I've gleaned from just experience playing these, which makes them really easy to play. I mean, honestly, I think if these were around back 7, 8 years ago, I probably would have played these and probably like 50 tabled them or something. I think if I could, because I used to 30 table, play 30 at once pretty easily for sit and goes. So if I could play a standard sit and go, I could play some nitty thing like this much more. Most sit and goes I've ever played at once was 100. The dollar level, I would never want to do that again. That was pretty crazy. Although I did turn a profit for those 100. But that was back on PokerStars, back when you could just load. It was really unlaggy software, and you could just load. I mean, they were just registering every few seconds, so you could load up 100 sit and goes 100 at the dollar level in like 5 minutes. It's like literally they were just. You guys know. I mean, if you play on PokerStars, it's probably still that way. But that was back when at the peak of popularity of sit and goes too. I mean, the sit and goes all the way up to any of the highest levels and everything. You could get a game day and night, as many as you wanted. Very easy. I could play 30 $10 sit and goes and be playing all 30 at once within 7-8 minutes. No exaggeration. But you guys already knew that, right? So we have the nines on the button. We're okay with our stack size. We're going to limp this, keep the pot small. We probably have the best hand. We can just take it down the flop a lot. We can flop a set really well disguised. If it checks to us, we will bet and protect our hand here. If nobody has an ace, they're probably folding. Or I would expect them to lead on the flop if they had an ace. Or something strong. So we just keep pot small, small ball this. People are really conservative in these spots, so I think that's just optimal. So we are no longer in last place. We're now in, I guess, technically 5th place, but I don't know, pretty much tied for 3rd. So we're in good shape here. And welcome to those just joining. We are playing a $20 double up turbo today on Ignition Casino. Trying to continue our streak. We've won 2 straight, one at the $5, one at the $10, and now we're taking our shot at the $20. So what we'll do if we win this, when we win this, right, is we will probably, if I'm going to continue doing this, I'll probably maybe 4-table the $5 level for a while and see how things go. If we build a bankroll to a certain point, maybe we'll 4-table some $10 level, see how that goes for a while. And of course, we'll keep monitoring the cash games to see if that ever becomes a possibility. Again, I'm kind of entrenched in trying to learn how to beat WPN right now, so I don't even know that I would go back to Ignition at this point until I see what happens there. Just folding the king queen. It's probably a raise there, I guess, you know. It probably could be a raise. It's plus EV. Hard to say. I'm going to err on the side of caution. So, got a fish here, fish here. So yeah, this is definitely a plus EV tournament to play. We got a couple fish, known fish, confirmed fish, whatever. This guy I've already seen do some extremely fishy things for these, so it's kind of can be good that he's directly on the right. It kind of can be bad because we're never going to get a walk, right? So it could be, I don't know which is worse, having him on my left. Probably having him on my right might be worse because he's just pounding on my blind. He's limping in. Yeah, play machining it up. So I don't know. I was just thinking about it in a standard sit and go. It might be better to have him on my right, but in this format, it might be better to have him directly on my left because if he was a tight player, I just get a walk here a lot. But this is just he's just going to eat my blinds up. So I have to play back fairly wide, which is really, really high variance in these. I don't like doing it, but I guess I have to, right? Once my stack is down to a certain size. I certainly wasn't going to do it with whatever I had there, 7 deuce or whatever. This guy's stealing 100% so far. Well, that's only one hand. That was his first steal attempt. Wow. Go for 2 here. Yeah, so I'm guessing he's just going to steal 100% probably. That's what it kind of looks like. So we'll have to pick a re-steal range here, play back in at some point, if given the opportunity. Yeah, I'm assuming this guy's a fish too because he limps. So we got 3 fish here. So, good times. What did we fold there? It's a 9-5. 9-5 of clubs, wasn't it? That would have been a pretty good hand in the spot, if that's what I had. Seven takes it down. Yeah, I did have 9-5, but not clubs, but I had straight. I had the best hand. But yeah, like I'm going to limp or raise 9-5. So this guy is opening again. She's doing really wide. I got a feeling if this guy was to get like 3,000 chips, he would definitely be opening 100%. It looks like he's probably maybe doing that right now, which, as long as he's willing to bet raise fold and the table's tight enough, I guess it's okay. I mean, this is probably not the best blinds to raise into all the time, but it seems to be working out for him. This guy here is 0-0 over 26 hands. So that's a really good guy to have on my left. Assuming I can just 2.5 exit if I ever get the opportunity to steal. I'm gonna probably fold. I have a pretty tight image too. Now this guy's tanking. Yeah, he sits out, so it's probably more like sandwich eating stuff. AFK stuff. Disconnected. Well, I guess disconnected he would have probably got the timer or whatever. I'm assuming he's not folding after betting. Wow, money's going in, it looks like. Wow, this guy puts it in with just second pair and just pays this guy off like it's his job. Wow. I'm assuming he'll be on tilt after that. No way we ever get a free ride here. Even if he would have ever done that before, he's definitely not doing it now. Probably shove here. No, well, guess maybe he's not on tilt. Maybe he's used to losing. I don't know. That was really sketchy what he just did, though. This guy's obviously committed on the ace-high board with a strong range. It's just bad. We're going to have to shove now. Good luck us. If this guy plays his first hand, this is just really bad luck. But it's definitely time to start getting aggressive with the stack size and the blinds going up to what they have. I would shove this if we ever had that opportunity, but we know he's not going to let us do that. Okay, this guy might have a hand. Nope. I wouldn't mind this guy just getting busted out now. Tempted to shove over this limper. If I was in the blinds, I would certainly consider it a lot more than I am now, but I think I'm okay. 8 big blinds. We can still get back in this. We can let the blinds go through one more time and still have fold equity. So we got to keep the end. Got to keep our eyes on the prize here, and it's really just to get third place, not to try and get a big stack or anything. If it happens, it happens. But it's definitely not necessary. I don't think we've done that yet, have we? Have we ever had a big stack in these? The first two we played, nope. We will shove this. Mandatory. We have to chase after this 225 chips here with such a strong hand. If somebody has us beat, good game, sir. We certainly can't pass up this opportunity. If we had like 1,700 chips, we'd probably just fold. But we're not going to do it when we have 1150. And that's a good result. We do not want calls. We don't even want a 70-30 here. We just want to take the chips down. And I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world. But tournament life is very important in these, as you all know. Welcome to those just joining. If you're just joining, we're playing a $20 plus $1 rake, double up, turbo on a mission poker. It's the continuation of what we've been doing. We've won 2 straight of these. One at the $5 level, one at the $10, and this is the continuation. We're in the $20 level now. Not much has happened this tournament so far. We did have a bad luck scenario where we had pocket 10s against 6-4, and he had 2 pair on the river on us and got a little value bet in. Otherwise, we would have been a lot higher stack right now. But we've kind of built ourselves back up to a reasonable stack size right now. The table dynamic is we have a couple fish here and then a kind of an aggro fish here. So all the fish are on our right. So yeah, that's good. Nit here to our left has not played a hand yet in 33 hands, and this guy has played very few. Not a nit. He's probably, this guy I'm guessing is probably the strongest player on the table. If I had to guess, just by his stats and overall way he's playing. Wow, this guy's stealing 80%. Oops, I just crashed. How great is that, right? How great is that? Yeah, that sucks. Maybe we won't be kicked off this hand because we're probably shoving this hand. This guy is still on 80%. I was just about to see how many steals that actually is. Take my seat. Man, this blows. Alright, so we're still in the hand. We lose our HUD though. I'm going to go ahead and shove. I just think it's too good. Whatever. I mean, he's opening 80%. I'm assuming that's 4 out of 5 steals. Okay, wow, we don't really want to flip. Oh, how did I know that was coming? Well, guys, we're back to the drawing board again. Sucks, right? We just had to avoid 1 card. It's kind of the story of our lives, isn't it? So, I mean, it's a flip. We were short on chips. It's not like we have to just completely avoid those spots. It would just be nice to win one of those, right? Occasionally. So that's a little bit disappointing. We couldn't fade that river card. But yeah, I'm not going to be too disappointed. We'll try again. I'm going to start at the $5 level, and we'll try to build back up. Maybe next time we'll win the flip, right? We'll count this as one of our losses, and try again next time. Yeah, disappointed, but can't be too disappointed, right? We basically have only had 1 flip in all 3 of these that we were involved in, right? We won our first 2 basically just by stealing a little bit. So we only put ourselves at risk once in 3 tournaments. I think that's pretty good. So if we can keep that record up, we're going to win a lot of these. So with that being said, I'm about to go to the pool with the family. We're going to keep it to just 1 again today. Don't really want to start another one right now. So yeah, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. We will see you hopefully tomorrow. Everybody enjoy the rest of their day again, and bye-bye.